Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Raging Cajuns will boot it away to start the game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring. first down. The give. At the 35, he's got room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Doors! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corner. Transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and forcing completions like that.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll ride Davis here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Fields. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Commodores. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score. Vanderbilt 14, Louisiana 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Fields. Dumps it to the back. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
It's so hard because when they run jet sweeps, they don't always give them the football, and then you got to worry about other stuff. But great job focusing on your keys, seeing the jet sweep, pulling the trigger, going and getting the speedster on the ground.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Alexander. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
2nd down coming up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Vanderbilt 14, Louisiana 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Vanderbilt 17, Louisiana 0.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Fields. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man. It's Carter. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT.
Calling for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they closed to within 10, down 17-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll run it to the right side. At the 45, on its way. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Calls his own number. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Dillon. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
I definitely like being the quarterback coach of this guy because he makes me look good. I mean, he makes me defend the whole field as a defense and all the weapons and all the options, and then he can do that. He can take it himself, glide into the end zone, and get 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Back to throw, it's Fields. Unloads to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. On the ground, it's Alexander. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Finds a man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. It's a reverse. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Number 15 in the end zone.
to attempt the try.
Victor is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Fields. Unloads to the right and wings it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown Doors. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
That makes the score.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Fields. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Louisiana.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Coming after it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Wide open, he makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking to throw, it's Fields. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Line gets set, first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
The Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Commodores! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Louisiana 7.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they tacked on the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Number 45, set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This offense has really been clicking in the games. Looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Vandy. And the pummeling has started. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
It's now 3rd down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Fields. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets one fly deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're...
The expressway is wide open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Leaves it with the back. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dropping back, it's Fields. And they got him for the sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
The Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Fields. Fires left. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the punishment has been extended.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 38, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.